A North Jersey town is pushing back after being named in a national report for locations to expand immigrant detention. Roxbury in Morris County is among a list of 16 sites the Trump administration is reportedly considering for housing migrants in former industrial warehouses. Residents protested outside a council meeting late last month and again over the weekend, even as local officials say they haven't gotten a formal notice. Senior correspondent Joanna Gagis has the latest.
Roxbury could be the site of a new ICE immigration detention center. According to a recent Washington Post report, DHS draft documents outlined a plan to repurpose warehouse space in Roxbury to house detainees. After the news broke, dozens of protesters filled last Tuesday's town council meeting.
It was a group of organizations that really have not been involved in ICE detention work, but all came together on a moment's notice because they were so alarmed that this facility could be coming to their area.
Kathy O'Leary is with the international peace organization Pax Christi. She helped coordinate the response at the council meeting as well as a protest this past Saturday in Roxbury that she says had bipartisan support. Roxbury Mayor Sean Patillo assured town council attendees on Tuesday that no council members had received any formal communication from ICE.
No plans have been presented to the township and no discussions were held between Roxbury officials and DHS or ICE. Upon learning of this information through the media, we immediately reached out to our county, state, and federal representatives.
Patillo says they're trying to determine how Roxbury came to be on that list. We reached out to DHS for confirmation, but haven't yet heard back. Many of the protesters who showed up, including O'Leary, live in towns close to Roxbury. William Angus was a Roxbury resident for 10 years, but now lives in neighboring Warren County. He says opening a detention facility would have a regional impact.
You can be a Trump supporter, you can even be a supporter of ICE and not want an ICE detainment facility in your own town. It's well documented that when prisons come to a town, they suppress local property values, they can often increase taxes, they can negatively impact availability of local services like police and fire.
But beyond that, Angus worries about the safety of turning a warehouse into a detention center.
Warehouses are meant for packages. They are not meant for people. They are just simply not designed to adequately house people, to provide, sanitary and safe living conditions.
It's an opinion that Senate Republican leader Anthony Bucco shares. He represents Roxbury as its municipal attorney.
Personally, I don't think that a nice facility in the middle of a town like Roxbury is something that the federal government should consider. There are residential areas in Roxbury where some of these warehouse facilities exist. So I just don't think that's the type of facility you want in that type of area.
O'Leary and others are calling on Roxbury to use zoning laws to prevent the move.
The township committee could use its zoning regulations to pass an ordinance saying that private prisons are not a permitted use within their township.
The state passed a law in 2021 prohibiting towns and counties from contracting with ICE to run detention facilities, but private companies can still partner with ICE. GEO Group opened Delaney Hall in Newark last year, and ICE also announced plans to house detainees at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. But Bucco says municipalities actually have very little legal recourse to stop these proceedings.
Under the law, as it exists today, the federal government is immune from local zoning laws. But in Roxbury, not every property has public water or public sewer. So that could be an issue in this case.
That lack of infrastructure could be the key to preventing a detention center from coming here if or when the government ever moves forward. For NJ Spotlight News, I'm Joanna Gagis.